Why'd you cut it short? You're like,
I didn't.
I
cut it at 30 seconds.
No, you cut it short, dude. I want to listen to the whole thing.
What's up, guys?
I'm not even gonna say it. I'm gonna restart. The whole podcast will just be listen to that. What's up, guys?
How's it going on this whatever night we post this?
It's definitely not a Thursday,
Yeah.
May 31st, because that's not when it's gonna go up.
Very true.
Very true. Very true. First, I'd like to start off about speaking in a wrong manner.
Speaking boys.
Speaking boys. I wanted to apologize for last week, or whatever. I mean, this is probably not going to be a week, but the last episode, holy shit. Wowzers. Last week's episode was more technical difficulties. Shocker. Somebody goofed in editing and made us sound like a bunch of idiots.
I goofed in post.
It's not that bad, though.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I got to be careful
Just
where I
like-
place my foot.
It's like at some points it gets like super digital, I'd say. Like it just like sounds auto-tuned and then just like super like you can't hear what the fuck we're saying.
What it sounds like is there's two audio files against each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just left them or something. That's what it sounds like to me. I don't think that's what you said it was.
Nope.
Dude,
I
you just
did
did a
noise
mouth
reduction. And when I did noise reduction, there was too much noise that I was reducing. Like, so when you do it, you go to like a certain point and it says like get noise profile.
Get noise.
And then, so basically it bases your noise reduction off that. So it's like anything that sounds like this or is above like this wavelength.
That was like half the podcast last week.
Yeah. And, so it was like the white noise was like too loud because of the fucking shit, the noisy shit in the basement.
What?
And,
We're the only noisy shit in the basement.
and so it like cut out like a bunch of frequencies from our voices too.
What about the alien frequencies?
Well, you know, we saw the crop circles and it's happening, man.
It's going down.
It's going down, man. World War fucking 3. War of the Worlds.
the World Threes. War
That's
of the
what it's
Three
called.
Worlds. Did you ever see that with Tom Cruise?
Yes. I thought it was very good
Me too.
when I was a kid.
I thought it was great. I mean, it's garbage, but I thought it was great. I'm just kidding. I don't think it's garbage. But speaking of Tom Cruise, I just mentioned to you earlier, and then you were like, "It's been a thing." Top Gun 2.
Yeah.
What do you think it's going to be about?
I've seen a lot of people speculate.
Speculate.
And people think Maverick is going to be like the dude.
The dude.
Like
the trainer guy?
Yeah. And then other people were speculating that it's going to be like about drones and shit like that, which I was like, I could do without that, but like as long as they get inverted, I'm fine.
Yeah. As long as
they're inverted, I'm cool.
Same. I mean, Goose isn't going to be in it, so that's unfortunate. I don't think... Do you think... what the fuck is his name? Is the enemy Iceman? That was his name in the fucking movie, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you think Iceman's going to be in it? He looks like shit.
He looks like shit?
Yeah, the guy who plays him.
Yeah, I forget a lot about that movie because...
It's been a while.
Yeah, let me look him up.
It's been a while since I had on my
IMDb.com.
It's been a while.
Top Gun. 1986.
Holy fist fucking father of fucker.
And they're just now doing a sequel. That's so
They're like,
funny.
we can make money off this.
Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer, that's his fucking name. I knew it was something weird. I was thinking Kilroy in my head.
Weird.
Knew
Yeah,
that wasn't
he
it.
played Batman. When Batman started like going
Good.
to shit.
Job. You're like, fuck yo.
When Batman started like kind of going to shit for a little bit there. And then it went up, and now it's kind of going a little bit back down. But I think it'll go back up.
I disagree with what you just said.
What, that it went down?
Then it went up.
I think it went up.
I just don't like.
I know you don't like those movies, but everyone else does. So
Not
Charlie.
true. Not true. There are at least 10 other internet trolls that don't like it. So, in your face.
What was I gonna say next? Oh, while we're on movie topics, I said it to you earlier, but there was supposed to be a Crow remake or reboot starring Jason Momoa. as the
Jason,
Crow,
my
which I'm
boy.
down for. I'm down for him to play anything he wants
Same.
to fucking be.
He's my favorite actor.
Yeah, and he dropped out of the project because he felt that it was not getting enough love, which is unfortunate.
Is that how you feel?
But yeah,
Like,
now that we're on the topic, yes.
you're like,
But yeah, he dropped out of The Crow, and that's unfortunate. And hopefully they don't make it with someone else, because that
yeah,
would
that would
suck.
I think he was a producer on that, which is why like he kind of has.
It was like one of those
pull.
things where the actor like pushes the movie, you know, like like Ryan Reynolds did with Deadpool, or like I'm trying to think of another example.
Logan.
Yes, like
Tom Holland did on the.
like Hugh Jackman did with Logan and stuff like that. Or like the guy who's playing Freddie Mercury did with Bohemian Rhapsody.
There were some crazy stories about that movie. Did you hear anything about that?
The dude like filed a claim against the director. You know, that was a big thing.
Yeah. What kind of claim?
That he was a shit person. Not a shit person, but
Wasn't it Bryan Singer?
yeah, Bryan Singer directed the movie, but it says Bryan Singer and Dexter Fletcher,
Uh-huh.
which Dexter Fletcher was not a director before, like on the movie.
Uh-huh.
And but before, what's his name? Fucking Mr. Robot, Rami Malek. He was getting pissed because he was showing up like, you know, all these hours to act and shit like that, do all that shitty stuff, the long hours that you do. And then Bryan Singer wasn't even there. Like, he was supposed to be the director and he wasn't even showing up.
Isn't there a thing about Bryan Singer being like a pedophile or some shit too?
I don't know.
You're like,
That could be a thing, but I'm not sure.
I thought it.
I mean, he's made the best X-Men movie so far.
X-Men movie.
I said I
The
like stopped
trailing
that
S.
movie, and then I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Oh shit!
Mike Myers is supposed to be in this movie. Do you know how long it's been since I heard about Mike Myers?
That's fucking dope. I love Mike Myers.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't really? But
I mean, there's not really a reason to hate him. Really.
you remember in Wayne's World
Mm-hmm.
when they sing Bohemian Rhapsody?
Oh yeah.
That's probably why he's in that movie.
That is probably why it's in the movie.
Dude, they're remaking Ed, Edd and Eddie.
Really?
Yes. Have you not seen that?
I think I saw like a thing for it. And I was
It's
like,
fucking goofy.
yeah, it looks
Ed,
goofy shit. It's like Teen Titans
Ed,
Go.
And Eddie. Exactly. I got an 8.8 out of 10. 95% like this TV show. Like, holy shit. That's just pure nostalgia. It's not that fucking good. I mean, I agree. It's great. It's the best ever. But it's not that good.
It's basically just like I don't even know why they would redo that. It was perfect.
Oh, shit. What the fuck? This thing is like... You ever heard of Snopes.com? They fact check shit.
No. But I know what they do now, so you can go ahead.
It's like, claim Cartoon Network announced in May that they were rebooting the comedy series Ed, Edd and Eddie. What the fuck is happening?
I don't know. All that noise that we hear never shows up, and
I know, but what was that?
it's so weird. I don't know.
That wasn't anything. Anyways, aliens. Claimed by the internet. Fact checked by Snopes.com. False. Apparently it's
Yeah.
not true.
When I saw it, I looked it up, and it was just like, yeah, this isn't true.
I
And was
completely
like,
believed it when I saw it. I was like, oh, cool.
I mean, it looks like something they would make. like now.
It does.
You
doesn't
know, like this style and shit.
it? Unfortunately.
Have you seen the trailers for Christopher Robin?
I saw bits and pieces of one. Yeah.
Kind of creepy, but
Yeah.
I'm down for it. Like
You're so pumped for that movie, and I'm like, meh.
I mean,
I could care less.
Ewan McGregor, Winnie the
Yui
Pooh.
McGuy.
Yui McGuy.
is pretty dope. I love Yui.
Yui.
Big Fish. You seen that movie, right?
No, you told me to watch it, and I never watched it.
Bruh. All you big fishers out there, let them know. Let them know. All.
I don't know why
30
I'm
of
so
you.
pumped for that movie.
You gotta
It's
watch
like-
Big Fish. It's probably the best Ewan McGregor movie other than Star Wars.
Hmm.
It's a really good fucking movie.
Hmm. But
It's fucking weird.
yeah, I think Christopher Robin just looks like amazing, and I'm sure it's just like nostalgia. Like I grew up on Winnie the Pooh, so
You
it's
grew
just
up on Winnie the Pooh?
yeah, I grew up on it.
You're
But
like,
it does
the
look like
doctors put me on Winnie the Pooh.
the animals, not the animals, but the stuffed animals
The
look like
felines.
super fucking creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Like so I was watching the trailer and they showed Pooh and then Piglet. And I
Mhm.
was like, if they don't show Tigger, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. And then they showed Tigger, and I was
Dude,
like,
Tigger's my-
yes. Stop.
Welcome back to the racist hour.
Oh, did you see Ocean's 8? They're like doing Oceans, but with women. Dude,
Yeah.
fuck that.
I
I'm just kidding.
mean, it doesn't look good.
just wanted to be super.
I don't like Rihanna acting in
Super
anything
against-
ever. If Rihanna's in it, I
mean,
do not
she
like
wasn't
it.
good in Battleship
She's
because that
terrible
movie
in
was
Battleship.
horrible.
Okay, the
Um,
movie was bad.
It was bad, yeah.
Yeah.
But and so why would she be good in Ocean's 8? And
I just
then-
don't like her. Unless she's singing in the rain with an umbrella, I don't give a shit about her. So.
It's just very forward thinking stuff.
Forward.
Forward thinking.
Are you peeking at my stuff?
No.
Dude, quit peeking at my
I'm literally
notes.
I'm looking at movies
Bruh.
to find shit to talk about for
Bruh,
the first
I have-
10 minutes.
I have fucking 80 things.
Do you?
It's
Okay.
like 5 things.
What's the first thing you want to talk about?
Welcome back to the
Racist
Wow.
hour.
No, what the fuck?
Just-
No, I want to talk about the Fallout 76.
Oh yeah.
Did
I
you
saw
see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
dude,
It's exciting.
that is.
I've only played Fallout 3, but it
Really?
was amazing. Yeah.
You played it a bunch.
I played it once all the way through.
That's dope. You played it all the way through. That means something.
Mm-hmm.
Because I spent the first like 6 months I had that game, couldn't leave the vault. Couldn't leave the fucking vault.
Yeah.
It like forces you to leave the vault.
Yeah. Well,
I was so fucking.
my
confused
thing
on what to
was
do.
I was watching my nieces and nephews, like I was their babysitter for a summer to
Mhm.
earn money and also basically live with my brother. And
Lit.
they had Fallout 3 and I was like, I've never played Fallout. I'm going to play this because I have nothing to do for 8 hours while I'm sitting there with these kids. And so I start playing it, and then my nephew was helping me through it. So
That's funny.
yeah.
No, yeah, Fallout is probably my favorite video game series ever. I love it. It's definitely top 2 if it's not my favorite, but
It's
started
very-
out with Fallout 3.
I feel like it's very underappreciated as well.
You'd think that, but it's fucking huge, man. That
Yeah.
Fallout 76
It's
game-
just like everyone, like at work, we came up with the other day at work, like someone was like, did you hear Fallout 76? And then someone was like, yeah, like I like Fallout, but like it's okay. Like it's
Exactly.
basically how
Yeah,
they were. And I
you-
just
you're
felt
right.
like that's just how everyone is about it.
that is I think the majority of the video game population is like, oh, it doesn't say Call of Duty, so
Yeah. It doesn't say, oh, Black Ops 4, let's hop on that.
Holy
Fallout 76.
fucking video game cancer.
Dude, I saw that in GameStop. Me, Matt, and Brad went to GameStop, and I saw Black Ops 4 at game, like the promotions for it,
Mhm.
and I was like, they're just literally milking this. They're
Like,
like they will
hard.
milk this as far as they can.
When
go.
they came out with the third one, I was like, wow, they're milking that hard. But
when they came
now
out with the
it's-
second one, I was like,
Well, I
oh,
mean,
they just want money. Okay.
I thought the second one was fun.
Well, yeah.
I'm sure
But-
this
but-
fourth one's gonna be fun to some people, but fucking Christ, man, it's like I don't know. What movies can we compare that to? Where they made a fucking fourth one? It was just bad.
Superman.
No.
No.
like a single comedy movie that ended up being like really good, and then they just kept making sequels to that?
Taken. I'd say Taken was like that.
Did they make a third one?
They made a third one, yeah. So it was like.
Did it
and a
have Gwen
TV
Stacy
show.
in it? You're like, what?
Just made me have an
Like,
aneurysm.
did it? Like, holy shit!
But because they made the first one. The first one's like, that's good.
I mean,
shit.
phenomenal.
That's good shit. And then they made a second one, and I was like, what is the second one gonna be about? And then I was like, okay, it's good. And then when they announced the third one, I was like,
They really made a third one. I didn't
yeah.
even know. I
was like,
haven't
why
seen the
did they
second
make
one.
a third
'cause
one?
I
And
was
then
like, meh.
they rebooted it on TV too.
Yeah, I don't like any of the TV show movie things. It's like a trend now, and I'm just like hating it.
The only one that I've liked for a little while was Limitless.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Yeah. I was so shocked they didn't make a fucking sequel to that movie. Like a movie sequel, not.
They left it open ended and everything, but the sequel is Limitless. It's a TV show. like Brad.
Cooper's in there for 5 minutes because it's all they could afford because it's a fucking TV show. Oh God, bad, just
Yeah.
bad. All those
It's
are
not
terrible.
bad. Very good show.
I'm sure it's written very well, but it's just it's setting a precedent that it should not set. It's like, okay, this movie did good. Let's make it a TV show so
Yeah,
we can
that's
extra
true.
fucking milk it.
That's true. They should
Extra.
just.
Because there's like 3 TV shows that I can think of.
Well-
There's Limitless, Taken, and there's another one I'm sure. I don't.
There's a few. I can't think. of
And they're
any.
just like in the past like 3 years have came out. And it's just like, no, stop, please, no. Get help.
What was I thinking of? Oh, I thought Limitless was like a reboot. Like they were like, we'll redo it, but on TV, so we can like.
Change it how we want to.
Yeah, so we can change it how we want to. And then Bradley Cooper was on it, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I could have sworn this was a reboot, but
Well, you were wrong. But back on Fallout.
true.
There has been some debate. As of now, we don't know what the fucking video game is. It's just Fallout 76.
I assume it's gonna be.
Full on.
I just assume that it's gonna be like 76 means like the year.
That is confirmed,
Okay.
but not the year. 76 is the vault number. Like Fallout 3, you're in Vault 101.
Oh.
This one, you're in Vault 76. Fault. But the thing is with Vault 76 is it opens 20 years after the bombs fall. It's like one of the first that open.
Mhm.
And that's when it's set. So 20 years after the bombs fall, after like 2077, I think is when the bombs fall. And so it's like a prequel, but it's not at all. Like it's its own. It's like a game, just set before. And West Virginia, I believe, somewhere, or Virginia, West Virginia, somewhere around there. So I'm hoping it's going to be a full-length game.
I would
But-
assume.
Your assumptions.
I know. It's an assumption, but
Bethesda making Fallout games, which is the company that owns it now, has since 3. They made 3.
that was weird. Keep going.
They made 3, and then 7 years later they made Fallout 4. And Fallout 4 was made 3 years ago. Took them 7 years to do 3 to 4, and then they've already got another one out. So it's not for Bethesda. That's normal. Like every 5 years they'll have or 4.5 years or so they'll have a crazy ass video game like Skyrim. But there was another Fallout in between 3 and 4. It's called New Vegas. It's actually my favorite game of all time. I love it to death. But it wasn't technically made by Bethesda. They licensed it to be made by Obsidian Entertainment. And in my opinion, it's way better than Fallout 3 and 4. But so the time frame, assuming it's made by Bethesda, which that is my assumption because I haven't seen anything saying anything close to different. Usually they say that kind of stuff, even in the promotional stuff, because they said Bethesda. So why would they say something else? But
True.
But so I don't know if it's gonna be a full game or not. And some people are saying it's gonna be like Fallout Shelter. Have you ever played that? That's like a phone app.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
And that's unfortunate. I really hope and pray that it's not Fallout Shelter.
I mean,
Fallout Shelter's fun, but it's not a game, you know.
Yeah, it kind of just like depends on how much they're trying to milk it, I guess.
They
Like
gotta
if-
milk the fuck out of it.
Well, yeah, but if they're not like, if it's like they feel like, oh, we don't have to make this game, then they're gonna. I assume they'd make a continuation of it. You know, like there's some things where it's like the hype is so big that they're like, okay, we can't stop making these games, so we're gonna make some weird ass shit. Like,
I kind of
like-
get what you're saying, but
like Call of Duty.
I was gonna say in modern history that's kind of gone down,
Mm-hmm.
but as far as Call of Duty goes, it's gone up. So, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 4, obviously, but so I'm hoping a lot of people are saying it's gonna be an open like online MMO type thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be fine with like Far Cry. How Far Cry is, it's
Mhm.
like you play through single player all the way, and then you can actually get someone in the game, like a friend. I think you can play up with 5 people, but if you can just have one fucking person to play with, that's fine. by
Yeah,
me.
that's sweet. I don't like when they do like those online games. Like
You
where
don't?
it's just fully online. It bothers me.
When they're fully online, that bugs the shit out of me
Yeah.
too. I played by them. They made one called ESO, which is Elder Scrolls Online, which is their
Mhm.
other big franchise,
Mhm.
like Skyrim and such. And it's got a fairly large player base even now because they keep pumping out new stuff. But it's garbage. It's
Mhm.
fucking garbage. Like you'll kill an enemy. I played it one time for a half hour. You'll kill an enemy. You'll go 10 feet and go back, and the enemies respawn because it's like a multiplayer. Like,
Yeah.
all online, and then you see like 80 fucking other characters walking by you at the same time, which is fine. It's just bad.
Yeah,
You can't
I-
get any story out of a game like that.
I think what happens and stuff like that is like they come out with a game like Skyrim, and it's super good, and then people are like, well, why doesn't this have online? We
Mhm.
want online, and then they're like, okay, they want online. Let's do a full fucking game that's online,
Uh-huh.
and it's like, okay,
It's a little much.
yeah.
It's not exactly what we were asking for.
Yeah, if every game could just be like Halo, that'd be sweet.
Halo's great. It has single player campaign, multiplayer campaign, and multiplayer, just
Yeah.
online multiplayer. I mean, it covers all fucking bases.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's
Like,
got
why can't
a
every game just be
campaign
like that?
specifically for multiplayer, a campaign for you and up to 3 other friends, and then an online competitive multiplayer. That's like, okay, there you go.
Yeah, like why can't every game just do that? I guess it's a lot of work, but at the
It is
same
a
time-
shit ton of work.
But I mean, if Halo's been doing it for that long,
Uh-huh.
I think some of.
But Halo's also been like,
true.
been going way down. I've been playing Halo for a long time, and it's been getting just worse.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still great in a few ways, but story-wise, it's complete trash.
Mm-hmm.
Like the story of Halo was one of my favorites at one point in time, but now it's just not. It's
I feel like
garbage.
they kind of run out of. They're like, okay, what do we do now? Like,
I mean, I could
it's like,
write a better
okay.
story.
Well, yeah.
I mean, even
There's
if,
a lot of things. where,
even if
like,
I
you
didn't
could
think I
write
was a good
better
writer,
story.
I'd be like, easy.
Yeah.
They did the same thing with Mass Effect, which is the single greatest video game storytelling experience I have ever had the privilege of fucking experience. I jizz all over the fucking Mass Effect story because it's great. It's so well thought out and so detailed.
Mhm.
And then they're just like, boom! Fucking pile drive that shit into the ground. Just as deep as they can fucking get it. Just to ruin my day. But no, I'm super pumped for Fallout 76 for obvious reasons. I love the Fallout series. It's great, and I hope it turns out something good. Actually, I'm gonna look it up right now just in case.
Just in case something else didn't come up.
Excuse me. Everything we know about Bethesda.
The history of Vault
the
76 and what it means.
This thing is like Fallout 76 and the horrors of home ownership.
I'm literally reading that.
Like, what the
Like,
fuck?
as you say that. And the horrors of
what?
home ownership.
Still, we do know more than you might think after a single viewing. We've gone through the video a number of times and noticed a few noteworthy
Oh, I didn't know
things.
there was a
Yeah, there's a whole trailer.
trailer.
And it looks very similar to 4,
Hmm.
which is fine. 4 was okay. It was an okay game. Had really cool
That's
parts.
what I've been seeing everywhere.
What?
The fucking dude's shirt. Where it says 76.
Mhm.
I've been seeing that like everywhere. And I'm like, what is that? And since I only follow like comic book stuff, I just thought it had something to do with that shit.
funny. That is so
'Cause I
funny.
don't follow like video game shit. So.
Oh shit. Oh fuck ass shit.
Okay. All right, buddy. Let's stop
Yeah,
it there.
no, it doesn't say anything specific. Oh well. So, moving on, we got the number one controversial topic in holy Roseanne.
Your girl Roseanne.
My
at it
girl
again.
Roseanne. Please make that a thing. Holy shit.
She got into deep waters over the
Yeah,
weekend.
she did. Did you read the tweet?
Yeah. Well, I didn't see the exact tweet. I couldn't find it. But
It was deleted.
Yeah, but I figured I'd see a screenshot somewhere. I couldn't find it.
I seen the screenshot.
All I know is that she compared a black woman that was on Obama's camp to a monkey, which is a big old no-no, especially in modern day.
Essentially, yeah. I mean, she said this person is the culmination. Is that a word? Culmination.
Yeah.
Culmination of like the Muslim Brotherhood and an ape.
Yeah, and like Planet of the Apes or something like that.
It didn't say Planet.
She didn't say that specifically.
I'm
I thought
pretty
that's
sure.
what she said.
It was either ape or just monkey. But ABC ended up canceling her show. People were freaking the fuck out.
Canceled her show. They pulled her shit off of Hulu.
Reruns,
Yeah, they pulled
everything.
Hulu's.
She got fired. Shocker. What do you think?
Bit much.
You think so?
Yeah, I think it's a bit much of an action to go that far.
For
'Cause,
who? For what specifically?
To
Like which part
Okay.
is like too far?
canceling the show, I can understand. I can be like, all right, that's cool. But then like taking it to the next level of like pulling reruns and just trying to erase her from everything is just like, it's a bit much.
I agree.
Like it's just like you don't have to do that. Like I get that you don't want her show to be on TV right now. Like her current show to be on TV. That makes sense. But to be like, oh, this big 90s sitcom, let's just erase that. Like I'm
Yeah.
like, that's just you can't.
I agree.
Like-
That doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever, actually. We didn't do that with like 99.9% of bad people doing anything. Like one that was presented to me, which I didn't really think this way until I saw this, and I was like, holy shit. The Bill Cosby show is still running. That dude fucking raped some people.
Like a lot of people.
Like a lot of people.
Yeah.
And that's like a thing. Like he's been convicted, right? Right? He did get convicted. Right?
Yes. Yes. he
Yeah,
pleaded
what
guilty.
the fuck? And it's still going, and then they're gonna pull Roseanne. And this isn't me saying they should pull both.
Yeah.
This is me saying don't stopping reruns. Like it's
Yeah.
fucking retarded. That's
That's
like
really dumb.
trying to like. That's like, oh shit, the Civil War happened. Let's erase the Confederacy from history. No, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't. It's history. Stop.
That's that was like my biggest stance on all that Confederacy shit. When they're
Same.
like, these monuments should be torn down.
You want to talk about that for a minute? Because I could school you on that too.
Oh man,
Not two.
you
as
could
in I did.
school me on.
No, seriously. Those 99% of those fucking statues were made in like the 1960s.
Okay. So they're not that old.
Not at all.
Okay.
They were all made like after the Civil War. There's very few that have
didn't
anything to
know
do with
that.
the Civil War. Did you also know Stone Mountain? Have you seen Stone Mountain? Stone Mountain, you raised me well.
Oh yeah.
Stared at by Confederates, but hard as hell.
Yeah.
That was actually started, I'm not sure when, but it was long after the Civil War, and then finished way after that. But honestly, that one I think should stay because it's a big thing.
Yeah. I didn't know they were made so soon though.
Like a lot of them.
that
There are
changes-
some
That changes things a little.
that aren't, and they're all cheaply, like super cheaply made too.
Mm-hmm.
So, at first I was like, no, don't tear them down. At the very least, put them in a museum, you know? But now I'm like, any of them made after fucking 1901, fuck them. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I'd agree. I didn't know they were made
Because that's
in
pointless.
The
It's
60s.
that's like me being like, wow, we really should, you know the guy who murdered Martin Luther King? Let's put him up. Let's put him up on a statue right now.
Yeah, John Wilkes Booth.
No. that's not the guy.
Yeah, that's true. They'd be like, yeah.
I mean, it's not as
he deserves some credit.
this is half
It's
the
like,
nation,
what?
so it's not like that crazy. But still, it's like it's a little that stuff specifically. But anyway, back on that Roseanne shit. Rosanna.
But yeah, I think it's
Canceling reruns is fucking cancer.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
stupid.
agree with that
You
whatsoever.
You shouldn't do that.
And I don't think the Cosby Show should be canceled either. The reruns. Even though he's a fucking terrible human being, I don't think it should be canceled.
Yeah. I mean, there's
At least have it on demand.
my whole thing is like
My whole thing.
is like just they're acting in the show. The show is not who they are. It's not like
Exactly.
they're on the show being like
Very true. Yeah.
you know, like saying shit.
Monkeys are black people. and
Yeah,
shit
like,
that.
they're not on the
Racist
show.
hour.
They're not on the show saying that, and no one would fucking let anybody do that.
Yeah,
so
it's called
like-
Roseanne, not the racist hour.
But so I don't know. And then there's the whole thing where she said I was on Ambien and was out of my mind. And did you see the makers of Ambien? What they said?
Yeah,
They were like,
I saw him.
one
At
of
first,
the-
I was like, "Damn," and then
They were like, racism is not a known side effect of the
no.
drug. I was
But
like, damn.
impaired judgment and changing normal logical ways of thinking is.
Yeah.
So chill the fuck out, Ambien
Yeah.
people. Like, I saw that and I was like, God damn, they fucked her up. And then I was like, actually reading the fucking side effects,
Mhm.
and it was literally changing like the way someone thinks
Yeah.
while they're on it. And I'm like, okay, come on, that's pretty
yeah,
much it.
I
fuckers.
watched Joe Rogan, and he said
Joking
that he talked to Roseanne.
after.
Yeah, after.
Oh, shit, he
And,
needs to get on the show.
And
This show.
uh,
We didn't get Joe Rogan on. Why don't
That would be
go ahead and give
amazing.
Joe Rogan a call.
yeah, let me just.
He
let
would
me just
not
hit
have
him up.
fun talking to us. He'd be like, "You guys are shitheads, aren't you?"
He'd be
What the
like,
fuck
"Can you
is this
guys like stay
Harito
on
shit?"
topic for 5 minutes?"
I know.
He'd be
great.
like, "What's this Harito shit? Get some Lacroix."
He's like, what does he peddle? Like that focus shit? Focus alpha power or something like. He's like, it helps me think focusly. Honest to
But,
God, I saw him say something about that, and I looked it up, and I was like, what am I? No.
But what the fuck?
Oh, did you hear that too? Help!
What the fuck? Okay, we're back.
Is my what the fuck?
We're back.
What?
I don't know what the fuck just happened. but
Operator?
that was weird.
That was so weird. We're having some serious shit going on today.
But Joe Rogan said that he talked to Roseanne, and she was like, "I was on Ambien. It fucked up my way of thinking, and also she didn't know the woman was black." Is what she said. Which I've never heard the woman's name.
Why would you
I
compare
feel
someone
like-
to an ape if you literally don't know their physical depiction
Yeah,
whatsoever?
I don't know. She said that she thought she was Jewish or something like that.
That
Like-
doesn't make sense. Is that a normal thing you
When
call
sh-
anti-Semitism, not racism, guys? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's not for. Fuck her.
When
a cunt.
when they said that, I was like, but she called her an ape.
I've never heard that like be a thing for Jewish people. They're like, yeah, they all look like apes.
And the Muslim Brotherhood.
Have you ever seen Howard Stern? You fucking retard. He might look like a skeleton with skin hanging from him, but he doesn't look like a fucking ape.
That's true.
You're like, wow.
Wow.
Howard Stern does look like a skeleton with skin hanging. No, a fucking idiot. She's literally just making up excuses. It's annoying.
Yeah. It's
It's
pretty much just
annoying.
like, whoa. And it's like, sorry, Roseanne, but that's not going to get your job back.
No shit, Sherlock. Like, I'm sure Breitbart's gonna fuck. Oh, I think Donald Trump offered her a job or some shit.
Really?
Yeah, said we always have space in the White House for you or something.
Of course.
Fucking idiot.
Of course someone says some racist shit. And he's like, we'll give you a job. That's his whole, like, that's his whole thing.
That's his platform.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
What the fuck? But yeah, so Roseanne Barr is a racist.
Yep.
I hope John Goodman is not also racist.
I'm sure there's like a little bit of racism in there. He's
I
just
mean,
too
it's
nice
John
for there
Goodman.
not to be. You know?
That's true, yeah. What?
You're like, huh? I don't think. But anyways, so that's, I mean, that, take that with a grain of salt. That may not be true. So I read a thing earlier today, and it's really not getting a lot of headlines or like being a big deal or anything.
That I recorded my first song?
Which song? Wait. Did you?
Yeah.
Woo! That's exciting. You got the whole thing?
The whole thing.
One take? The whole? Just.
No.
I'm just kidding.
I
imagine you couldn't
so,
possibly do
you
that.
know how in the first song, there's like all the topics of the album is in it? For every topic, when I choose topics, I did a different recording for it.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
Did you change up your style at all in the song, or did you just keep going?
It sounds like one of my verse songs, like verse 1 and verse 2.
Okay, those are some of your best songs.
Yeah.
But it sounds like a fucking like a tank.
Just wind in the fucking mic. Like,
Don't do that. Don't do that. No, this fucking Denmark joined a couple fucking European countries to ban a burqa.
What?
Burqa. And another thing. Like basically traditional headwear
Oh.
for like religious purposes. They banned it. The whole country of Denmark, and also France has it banned, and a few other countries.
Why? What's the reasoning? I need a reasoning. Because they're racist?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the fucking reason. I don't understand how this isn't getting like hit with more shit. That's fucked up.
Yeah, that's fucked.
That's like, man, pisses me off, man.
That is, oh my gosh.
Right? That pisses me off.
Ah, that is taking a whole step backwards. Like, not even a whole step. That's taking a whole fucking 10 steps backwards. Like,
I don't know, and especially those kinds of, like, France has a ban on the same shit. But they, like, I don't understand. What is happening? This is so annoying.
I know.
Whatever. But I just don't understand how a progressive-ass country like that could just be like, nah, fuck them. Like, fuck you guys, man. I read it and I was like, how is this not a big deal? Philip DeFranco covered it. I was watching his video earlier today. He covered it after I read it. And he was like, yeah, so that happened. And then fucking went on to the next thing. I'm like, are we just not going to be mad? Like,
They're just like,
I get outrage over everything is annoying, but this is like an actual thing to be
mad about.
not cool with.
Yeah,
Like,
be like France, Denmark, fucking other countries that are doing this. Please stop. Like,
please stand up.
Please
stand up.
But like, it's literally
The
like,
racist hour.
it's legit like, we don't want racism in the world anymore, so let's be racist. Like,
Yeah,
it's
that's
what?
prejudice. Prejudice as fuck. It pisses me off.
Like, what if I was like, yeah, no one can wear berets in the U.S. anymore?
Oh, fuck. No one can wear fucking trucker caps with the American flag or Don't Tread on Me flag anymore.
Fucking MAGA caps. Out.
Out.
Can't have them.
That's too religious.
I don't understand.
That's like no
don't
one's
get it.
allowed to carry around the Holy Bible anymore.
That's like saying...
People would fucking destroy the world over that
Exactly. God damn.
shit. Right? It pissed me off when I read it, and I was like,
damn.
how is this not a big fucking deal? What the fuck is happening here?
Singling out an entire religion.
Well, a few, because
So
there's
yeah,
like
a few religions, but like for little to no reason. Like being like, oh, you know, terrorism, because we're always racist
Oh,
about
shit.
terrorism.
The
so-
NBA Finals is on right now.
Yeah, I know.
I
Speaking
did
of
not
which,
know that.
is it on right now?
Yeah.
Like it just started?
It's live.
At 8. Let's see. Cavs. The Golden State Warriors. Let's go, dude. Let's go watch them.
Just
Fuck this. We're
never.
going to
See you
Cleveland.
guys. Goodbye,
We're going to Cleveland.
Cleveland.
I
The
don't
land.
I don't even think it's in Cleveland. I have no idea. I don't know why I'm fucking
The
saying
land.
anything right now.
Denmark. Burka. Yeah.
Today at 9 p.m. that
It's
starts.
a burka and a niqab. You're like, dude, we can't say that. This
Oh.
blanket ban is neither necessary nor proportionate and violates the rights of freedom of
What do
expression
those
and
look
religion.
like? Versus niqab.
This? Well, I don't know about that.
Okay.
The
Because
niqab.
I am familiar with hijab, not.
Yeah, it's basically other versions of that, from what I can tell. 75 to 30 in their parliament. But 74 people abstained from a vote. Fuck all you 74 people.
Okay, then the
Why
niqab.
the fuck? What is your job if not to fucking vote for shit?
Yeah, the niqab covers the whole face other than the eyes. The burqa, holy shit!
It's literally the whole thing. Yeah, there's a burqa right there.
I just don't get it. I don't get the reasoning behind it. Like, I could see them being like, you know, it covers their whole face. We need to be able to see their face. It's like, you don't need to see
Exactly,
their face. Like,
exactly.
You don't need to.
Like, who the fuck are you? That's
Yeah.
the thing I don't understand. The government should not be like, no, we have to see your face right now.
Yeah.
Like, fuck off.
Yeah.
You ain't seeing my face. I'm gonna fucking go to work in a burqa tomorrow. Just for that shit. Just for fucking silent protest. Like, why are you wearing a burqa? And I'll just look at them.
I'll
And they
just-
won't know that I'm looking at them. Welcome back to the racist hour.
And they won't know I'm looking. No, but that's fucking stupid, dude.
That is retarded.
That's so
I
dumb.
absolutely, and it just fucks me up. It's one of those things it's like you were saying. It's a fucking leap backwards. One small step for man, one fucking triple backflip for fucking the rest of the future. Like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the Russian reporter thing that happened? His name is Bebchenko.
No.
Bebchenko Kalishnikov. No. He died. It was like a big thing that the Russians like killed him
Okay.
because he reported the Russians doing bad shit, the government. And they were like, no, we gotta kill you. And they killed him. And then it turns out he's not dead. Everybody was like, yeah, he was killed by Russians. And then he came out like at this press conference and they're like, we lied to capture the actual spies that were trying to kill him. Yep. That literally happened. And I guess his wife wasn't in on it. She thought
What?
she thought he was dead for like a whole day.
What? What the fuck?
Yep. It happened to catch spies that were coming after him. No, he spoke out against the Russian government, fled Russia, went somewhere, went to the Ukraine, and in the Ukraine he was like getting death threats and shit, and then like someone was actually actively trying to kill him, and that's when he teamed up with the Ukrainian government. Faked his death.
That shit blows my mind.
He was in a morgue.
That's like some
was-
movie shit.
Yeah, he was actually in a morgue.
Like a
Like an actual morgue, yeah.
what?
That's where he was staying.
He was staying in a morgue?
I guess.
That would fucking suck.
Yeah, it would. But if you knew the guys who were trying to kill you get killed at that moment,
That's
killed.
true.
I don't know if they actually got killed.
If I was like, man, I'm gonna get killed if I don't stay in this morgue.
I'm gonna stay in this fucking
I'm gonna
morgue.
Stay in this morgue.
We're gonna take a minute to pause to appreciate our sponsor, Jarritos. Love you guys. Sent in about nothing. Thanks. I mean it. We love you guys. We're gonna keep peddling your shit for free.
Yep. Thanks for the.
You looked at it like you were just like, this has to stop. When will it end?
Thanks for the 2 T-shirts and the crap ton of stickers that you sent.
Bunch of stickers.
But we're gonna have to cut this one off. Just like,
We
we're
want
switching
money.
to Coke.
We want
I'm just kidding.
cocaine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every week now we just have a
Just like a
tall ass
line and
pile
a
of
pile,
cocaine.
like credit card and $100 bill rolled up
Yeah,
and shit.
just like-
We're just like, what's up, guys?
like this is more money in my than it's.
Stop.
Why the fuck?
What time are we at right now?
40.
40 racist hour.
I like elongated that so it would hit right at 45. I was like 45.
That's actually really funny. You did good, kid.
Yeah. So what other topics we got, buddy?
We got one more, and it's called the racist hour.
No.
You're like, I don't think that's it. The school shooting video game. Did you see that?
Woo!
You're like, hit, wee.
What?
There's a video game on Steam that was there. It's not anymore.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I think this was the Columbine game.
It wasn't about Columbine.
Oh, there was
it
like
just a school shooting.
There was like a Columbine thing.
Was that removed?
I don't know.
There was a school shooting game. You could be the school shooter or like the SWAT that went in to stop him. I say him, but I guess it could be a her. On both accounts. But and then there was also going to be, when released, technically it was never actually released, a civilian survival mode. And people were like, holy shit, get this fucking thing down. And then they took it down, but not for the reasons you think. They took it down because it was made by a user who had been banned before for being a troll, basically. But the game was like a legit thing. They had like a alpha and everything, which is like a beta.
Mm-hmm.
It's like before beta. Hence the alpha. So what do you think about that?
Okay. It's going to sound really bad.
Then I probably agree.
But all things aside, sounds like a pretty fucking fun game.
Dude, honest to God, I was thinking earlier, I was like, should I say that? Because
Like,
that's how I feel.
That's why I'm like, all things aside, it's fake. I understand the modern day history isn't going to let it happen, but it sounds fucking fun.
Did you play? You played Modern Warfare 2 campaign at all? You remember
Yeah,
No
yeah.
Russian? No Russian.
Mm-mm.
That's the one where you had the light machine gun. Elevator doors open. It was an airport. You just fucking gunning people down.
Oh yeah.
That was a fun ass mission. That was great. And this is essentially that.
And it's like those bank heist games.
Yeah, I mean,
Like-
you're just killing people.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, GTA, Call of Duty. I mean, it's the same. I mean,
but
it's not
I can
the same.
see like the reason why is because like,
There's at least 13 reasons why. No, I get it. And I'm not that mad that it's been taken down.
yeah. Same.
But honest to God, dude, I'd play the shit out of that game. I would try it because it sounds like fun.
it sounds
I'm a fucked
fun.
up human being. I get it,
It
but
sounds fun.
I like violence personally. Would I say that if my kid was involved in a school shooting? Maybe. I have no idea. Probably not.
I'm pretty fucked up. I probably would.
Yeah, same.
But no, honest to God, like the fact that there's all those different options. Like I can go into a game and be like,
Yeah.
do I want to be the antagonist or the
Exactly, yeah, yeah.
protagonist or the fucking innocent bystander? Like,
That's cool.
that's fucking sweet.
Whoever made that up is like, hey, smart, because it's gonna get a lot of attention. Obviously, it did.
Mhm.
I don't know, man. It's fucked up. It's really fucked up, but I don't know. I'd probably try it.
I would definitely have tried it. I'd have been like, fuck yes. I'm gonna go over here, pull this fire alarm, and then just
Dude, oh, speaking of which, the Parkland shooter, the Michael
saw the
Stone
video.
Douglas.
Did you see that?
Did you see the action of him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't see that. How was it?
Ooh, it was interesting. He's just like, hi, my name's whatever his name was, Nick, whatever. And then he's
We're not
like,
gonna say his name.
I don't know his name.
His name's Nick.
Okay.
I didn't say that. I don't actually have no
Well,
idea what his name is.
and
but
then
I don't want to say his name.
He's like, but I'm gonna be the next 2018 school shooter, and he's like, my goal is at least 20 people. And then he says some other shit, and then he's just like, or at least 20 people with an AR-15, and then he says something like, and I'm gonna be famous because of it, and then he's like, yeah, and then he's just like, and you're all gonna die, and then ends the video.
There's like 3 videos.
Really? I only
Mhm.
saw one. So, what was the one that you saw that you were?
I didn't see. I saw a video of them talking about it. That
Okay.
was it. Because I didn't see the actual video, and they're pushing for the death penalty for that.
Mm-hmm.
Which,
As you would.
Yeah, you fucking better.
Yeah.
Even though no school shooter has ever been killed by that, but except
Well,
for-
normally they fucking kill themselves. So
too bad this guy didn't.
yeah, exactly. As a
they're-
bona fide piece of shit.
They're pushing for the death penalty, and the other people are like, no, obviously.
Mhm.
And the whole thing is like, was it premeditated? It's a school fucking shooting, so the answer to that question is obviously yes. But now with those videos, they're like the fucking gold mine of evidence.
Yeah. Like, what was he doing? Just like sitting there and just being like, man, fuck those kids. Like, I'm just,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
it's so,
He's like, good thing I somehow had an AR-15 in my car, but didn't plan this. You know what I mean? He's like, just like that video game. So I was wondering. So you think should be killed? Killed,
yeah, 100%.
definitely. Okay.
He definitely should be. And like, I know they have attorneys for him that are supposed to be doing their job, but if I was his attorney, I'd be like, sorry, dude, you're dying.
I think he still should have attorneys that defend
Well,
him to the
yeah,
best of their ability.
But
That's part of the
at
Constitution.
the
so.
well, yeah, but at the same time, it'd just be like, I feel like if I was his attorney, I'd still be like, I don't really want to win this one, but I do because I'll have a huge payout. So, so
I mean,
but at the same time, it's
I know what you're saying, and I kind of get it, but I've never felt that way. Even the worst should have
well, yeah,
adequate representation.
well, yeah, but I mean, like, if I was his attorney,
No.
I'd be like, you need to get him a different person that's actually going to do their job.
Yeah, you're allowed to do that, and I
Like,
would. I definitely would if that
Yeah,
was me in that
that's
situation.
what
I'd
I'm
be like,
saying.
they'd be like, all right, we need a public defender, and I'd be like, not fucking me.
I mean, like, yeah.
I mean,
How
like,
many
yeah,
how many kids died in that?
I think around 20.
Okay,
I think he met as a goal.
yeah. Man,
What a
it's
shithead,
unfortunate.
dog.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
So, are you pro death penalty?
Yes, depending on the situation.
I mean, that's a kind of a given. I think
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, definitely pro death penalty. I'm like, all right, bring him in.
Bring him in.
This fucking
guy-
3-year-old kid crossed a red line the other day. You're like, you know what to do.
You know what to do. Like, this guy got caught with 8 ounces of pure fucking marijuana. He's
You're like-
dying today. 16-year-old kid, reject. He's gonna change his life in 5 years, but we're gonna kill him now.
That's me. Me as fuck. Just kidding.
But,
I'm just kidding.
But yeah, definitely. Like,
So what do you think, other than murder,
rape?
how so? Just one count of rape, if it's proven, could be up for the death penalty?
I guess it depends. If it's like full-on rape, it's kind of like you're a shit person. If it's one count, I feel like it's like you should be in prison.
Mm.
But if it's like multiple counts, like Harvey Weinstein, then it'd be like he should die.
Yeah, that dude
Like-
should be killed.
Yeah,
Killed.
because like it's one thing to something happen like once, and then they'd be like, oh well, you're gonna die now because you fucked up once. But
I mean, that's
like,
not really a fuck up.
Well,
I get
yeah,
what you're
that's not a
saying.
fuck
I get
up,
what you're
but-
saying, and I kind of agree. But the way you
But
said it,
I just think,
I don't think so.
they should be given a chance. Like, if it's like one count, you're obviously shit person. You deserve to be in prison. If it's proven. I'm
How
gonna
long?
throw that out there. I don't know.
For one count, say it's like, I mean, he raped this girl.
And it's proven.
Mm-hmm.
Say like at least. I don't want to go too much, so I say at least 5 years.
That's a little low for me.
You think so?
That's low balling for me.
It's
I'd
like
say at least
5
20.
to 10. I'd say.
I'd
5
say
to 10.
20 with a chance of parole after like at least 15 to 10
Yeah.
to 15 years.
Yeah, that's good.
If you ain't in jail for 20 years, you got to come out of jail being a 40-year-old man.
That's true.
'Cause if you don't, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm
That's
gonna be real
true.
pissed.
But and it also depends on how fucked up you are about it too.
Like, yeah, I raped her.
Yeah, exactly.
Then, oh, okay, here's a fucking electric chair, you piece of shit.
Yeah, like my brother told me a story about when he
He
was
did
in
it.
prison.
He.
No, he got in prison because he was with his friends that stole a 4-wheeler. But he was in there for like a year, and
What?
yeah,
4-wheeler? God damn, dude.
Yeah.
Pay $500. If
Yeah.
how many guys were in that situation? 4?
I think so. Yeah.
4 of them pay $500. You got $2,000. Buy another fucking 4-wheeler, and you still have your old one.
That's true.
No harm done.
But
Prison.
but
What the fuck?
he said a story. Not sure if it's true, but he said a story. That,
We're assuming it's true.
when he was in prison,
Prison.
that there was like a child molester that was like roomed with him, and he like told the guard, he's like, you put this guy in here, I'm gonna fuck him up because I have kids, and I don't deal with that. And then I guess the guy went in and he's like, so what'd you do? And he's like, I touch kids. And then my brother just beat the shit out of him. So,
What do you think about that, child molester?
worse treatment. Somehow get a worse treatment than death for that, because that's
Okay,
That's-
I'll give you a
little
scenario. I'm not gonna say anybody's names,
okay.
but this is a person that I'm acquainted with,
Okay.
ish, through
Okay.
another acquaintance. Say person A, 14 years old. No, let's go lower. Let's do 12 years old.
Okay.
Diddled. Another, let's say, little boy,
Okay.
3, 4 years old.
Okay.
They're caught. What is their punishment for you?
I don't care they're a kid.
You know?
I don't care at all, because it's like there's still almost a 10-year difference there.
Mm-hmm.
And like, even if they could play it off like, oh, you didn't know what he was doing, he's a young boy, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no. You should know right and wrong by the time you're like 13.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yeah,
I agree.
I still think there should be a major punishment for that.
I agree. But I agree with the caveat. I don't think, maybe now it is, but consent and that kind of stuff, it's very taboo. It's not talked about that much.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, I mean, when I was a fucking 12-year-old boy, my dad wasn't like, don't be go touching 12-year-old boys. That's kind of a given
Mm-hmm.
for most people, but it's not for everyone.
Yeah.
Obviously, it fucking happens.
Yeah.
So I agree with the caveat of, as long as it's taught either in schools or by parents, it should be both
Mm-hmm.
at a young age.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm like, hell yeah. 13-year-old diddles a kid. He needs to go away for a long time.
Yeah.
But it isn't taught that way.
That's true.
In a lot of places.
That's true.
Especially if you go outside of America or outside of the Western world
Mm.
or just the developed world, I guess. As we were talking about that rape, that whole town that was like, rapes, takes 2 hands to clap, and like shit like that. Like, what are they going to think? They're not fucking taught
Yeah.
shit. So it's
yeah,
like,
I guess it depends what you're taught.
and that
but-
kind of goes with everything, really, like the value of human life in general.
Yeah.
There's always going to be outliers where you have someone who doesn't have emotions or literally is just fucking evil.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there's a caveat to most things like that. So it's rough.
Yep.
But I think an adult who child molests should be killed.
Yes.
Definitely. Death
100%.
penalty.
Because you should
One
know.
child, one adult, killed.
By that time, it's like
Killed.
you should know, unless
I mean,
you're
you
like
do know.
you got some
You do
lot
know
of
unless you're fucked up.
mentally handicaps there. Like so.
Speaking of which, this is we're getting super controversial.
Oh,
So I'm gonna
boy.
ask, what time is it?
59:15.
Good. How do you feel about mentally retarded people getting into relationships with each other?
I think it's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. Yeah. Why would I have a problem with that?
I feel weird about it. I always have.
Really?
Yeah, like maybe not Down syndrome per se, but like I've seen like Down syndrome couples
Mm-hmm.
where they're like married and they're like together. And when it comes to Down syndrome, it's really iffy. They can, a lot of times they know, but when it comes to serious mental handicaps, do they know what that kind of stuff is? Like, do they understand what they're doing? Like, not just sex, just in a relationship in general.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I don't think it should be. It's none of my fucking business. First of all, whether you're in a relationship or not, whether you're handicapped or not. but it's always made me feel odd.
Well,
It's made me question some things.
my thing is, if they're capable of knowing, saying it's like they're not fully like handicapped, you know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying?
But how do you know they're capable of knowing? That is my
That's
question.
such a-
essentially.
It's gonna make me think for the next like 2 weeks. And I'm gonna be like,
I'm gonna be like sleeping and you're busting. You're like, why?
why? Why'd you do this? I
No,
never
like-
thought about it.
It stemmed from a thing that I saw online. It was this. See, I keep using Down syndrome as an example, but that's really just what opened my eyes and like made me kind of think about it.
Mm-hmm.
It was a kid with Down syndrome. I say kid. He was a grown man, but he was testifying before Congress about stopping like birth defects before they happen, like ending the birth because of a birth defect if they detect it in the womb. He was saying that we shouldn't do that because because he would have been eliminated. People with Down syndrome would be because that's not a birth defect. They're not mentally handicapped at all.
Mhm.
And I was like, I don't know about that. And then I saw a thing because I watched that and Facebook fucking knows everything about me. I saw another video that was similar to that about these two kids with Down syndrome. I say kids. I didn't mean to say kids. But they were in a relationship, a serious one. They were like married for like 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
And they were acting like high schoolers. And that kind of made me think. And then I was just thinking about like, what about other mentally handicapped people who are like actually in a relationship? It's just weird. Weird to me. It's not weird, but it's just odd to me.
I get it. Like I get that it could be like, oh, that's a little weird, but I don't know. I just feel like everyone's capable of feeling that way for someone else, but like it's I think it's weird when they get not when they get, but like when it's always like two mentally handicapped people of the same handicap. It's like somebody orchestrated this. Like this
That's
is
another
like-
thing. Like,
like-
is their love genuine?
yeah. That's like what
I'm not saying it's
like,
not, but like sometimes it's like, did someone else push that onto them? Like, just told them it was the right thing, and because they weren't fully capable of making that decision themselves, they were like, "You're right." That's the kind of shit I think about.
That could be it. But
Because
I
that's
mean,
fucked up.
when it's a situation where like they've been together for like 9 years, I think it's pretty like okay. Either they love each other or they're used to each other enough to act like
Mm-hmm.
to
And I
make
think
it
a
fucking
lot of
true.
times it's the latter of the two. But
Yeah. Yeah.
it's like I said, it's not really my place. It's just something that always made me think.
It's very weird.
And weird has a negative connotation, and I don't
Well,
mean it in a negative way.
like not like that. It's just like
It makes me think.
yeah, it makes you think. Like I don't know.
Neither do I. Leave a comment down below whether you think mentally handicapped people should be in a relationship at all. Just kidding. Don't do that.
Gosh, that sounded like really.
Don't do that. I was just joshing. What time are we at?
104.
We are going to end today's episode. Holy shit. If you watched up to this far, leave us a goddamn comment. Whatever the fuck you want to say. How your day was, how your week was, whether you think the death penalty should be a thing, and in what situations and what scenarios, etc. Whatever you want to talk about. Anything we talked about today.
Or if we can shout out your Twitch for you,
Yeah.
we'll do that for our 15 watchers.
Was taken.
So,
So we're going to sign off. Love you guys. We'll be back hopefully same time next weekend.
all right.
Next week, not the end.
Love y'all.